If you clicked on this video, it's very likely that you've experienced anxiety sometimes in your life or you're dealing with anxiety. Either way, I am too, and I'm going through it, not every single day, because I've learned how to manage my anxiety. And so if you're interested to find out my ways of dealing with anxiety, then keep on watching. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelina, or also known as Eva, and today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. But maybe I should share one of my most highlighted moments when it comes to anxiety. I was 17 years old, and at the time I was going through a lot of changes. My mom was moving. I was living with my mom, so we were moving. But also I started a new job. Actually, it was my first job ever, and I was working all the time with almost no days off. I was going through my personal emotions and experiences at the time, being 17. There was a lot going on. I always tried to just kind of brush it off and be strong, but sometimes when you put too much pressure on yourself, your body gives you signal that you need to stop, you need to rest, you need to give your body a break. So one day I was just walking and I felt as if the ground beneath my feet shook. I was so scared because I wasn't sure if that really happened, or I don't know, because if it didn't happen, then what was that? I got very scared. In that moment, everything took a completely different turn. I started living with the fear that it will happen again. That didn't help my anxiety at all. As a matter of fact, it came to the point to where I started having panic attacks. And my summer ended pretty quickly. In the middle of the summer, I went back to my city because where I was working, it was like a seasonal area. And I had to go to a hospital because there was no particular reason to why I was going through the things that I was going and not feeling well and having these panic attacks. My mom had never dealt with something like that, so she didn't know either. And I went to a hospital. I stayed there for 3 days so they can check everything and what's happening in my body, if anything was wrong with me. And nothing was wrong with me, but it was very scary. Now, looking back, it was anxiety, it was a lot of stress and buildup of different factors. The way I experienced panic attacks, I couldn't really go anywhere or do anything. I was afraid of crowds and public places. It really sucked because it was right before my last year in high school. So in that year, not only you have to make sure you have the best grades you can so you have a good diploma, but also everybody were going through the preparation for prom. I had weeks that I didn't go to school because I was scared that I'm gonna have another panic attack. I had moments where I couldn't even take a shower because I thought I'll pass out and something's gonna happen. The anxiety brought a lot of negative thinking. From there, I started creating symptoms in my body, which triggers the panic attacks. And I've been to the ER twice because of that. Over time, I decided that whatever this was is not gonna stop me from living life. I literally had moments where I was suffocating, couldn't take a breath. And now thinking back, I've come such a long way when it comes to anxiety, and I'm so proud of myself because they try to give me medication to make me feel calm and re-motivated. They thought I had depression or something. I never liked taking pills. The only pill that I've ever taken was based on herbs and had valerian in it. So when things were really bad, that's when I will take one pill or two and it'll keep me a little bit more calm throughout the day. That was the most intense times that I had when it comes to anxiety. I know there's levels to anxiety, and I know different people experience it differently. From all my conversations with family and friends who deal with anxiety, it seems like most of the symptoms are the same with everyone. This is how I experience anxiety. It's a feeling of worry. Worry is if something is going to happen and I don't know what. And also it's this heaviness on my chest and I have to keep taking deep breaths. A lot of my friends go through the same symptoms when they have an anxiety episode or they're just dealing with anxiety throughout the day. So we can't escape anxiety really because of the life we're living, the pressure of society and everything that's happening. Life is so fast. But I'm gonna give you some of my ways to deal with anxiety. The first thing that helps me deal with anxiety is a simple thought. I remember reading this somewhere online. It was saying, whenever you experience depression, it's because you live in the past. And whenever you experience anxiety, it's because you live in the future. So every time I feel like anxiety is about to kick in, I remind myself that. Let's say I'm reading a book And out of nowhere, I'm having this feeling of heaviness. I'm starting to breathe more frequently. My palms are sweating. I'm feeling uneasy. Then I remind myself, worrying about the future is anxiety. So what are the things that I'm worried about right now? And then I ask myself, is there anything I can do about this? Most of the time, I can't do anything. So I just focus on what's important right now, what I have control over. And that instantly brings my attention to the present moment. Number 2, health. How you take care of yourself is very important. When you start about how much water you drink, how often do you eat? Do you have healthy eating schedule? What kind of food do you eat? If you eat a lot of sugar, if you eat a lot of junk food, fried food, unhealthy food, that's most definitely a big reason for an energy to go down and stress levels go up. How you take care of yourself physically. Do you exercise, or are you just sitting around watching TV and doing absolutely nothing for yourself or your body? Overworking your brain and then not doing anything for your body to relax. That's a big factor to you falling into negative thinking and once again experiencing anxiety more often. Are you taking care of your mental health? Do you meditate? Do you give yourself a break? Meaning no social media, no TV, no music, just sitting with yourself, even if you're not meditating, but asking yourself how you feel, what you feel, just reflecting on your life and the things that you're going through. That is very important. So whenever I experience anxiety, I will think about all these things. I will ask myself, have I drank water? Have I slept enough lately? Have I eaten good? Have I fed myself as often as I need to? And have I meditated or exercised? Number 3, breath work. I can't say enough about breath work. Breath work has helped me so much through so many difficult moments, not just with anxiety, but in life. I know that if I can't do any of the things that help me, if I can sit down and breathe, I will feel better. And I always do. Let's say I have an anxiety and I'm out doing stuff and I can't think about anything else, then I'll just stop somewhere and I'll take a deep breath. I'll count to 3 or 5. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and then exhale slowly. And do that a couple times. It really helps. I highly recommend that you do some sort of breath work. Number 4, and probably one of my favorite ways to deal with anxiety, that's music. Music is another form of meditation to me. I'm not talking about the latest hits or like when it's a lot of singing and all that. No, I'm talking about just music. I love listening to handpan tracks or Indian music. Always Indian music is my thing. If you listen to a calm music, all these sounds and the way the music flows, that will help you so much with anxiety. It helps me so much. Number 5, nature. I mean, it's free and it's so healing. Anytime you feel anxiety, even if you can't go for a walk or anything, just walk outside. If you can't take a walk outside, just walk on the balcony, walk outside a building. Whatever you're doing, just walk outside, open a window, connect with the outside, feel the air, breathe in, feel the sun if it's sunny, or the rain or the wind. Just feel the outside. That brings so much peace. But if you do have time to walk and do that consistently, that will reduce your anxiety so much. I remember in 2020 when we didn't have much to do and I was going through some stuff and it was a lot of staying in the house. The option was going out. I remember going with one of my friends for this hike and we walked for, I don't know, 3 miles or something. And the next day I went to these cliffs where they had a beach, but it was another 2-mile walk and I was within nature and it felt so good. All my worries disappeared. Every time, if I'm stressed out, walking outside, feeling the air, just sitting there, sitting with it and breathing slowly will help you instantly. Number 6 has to be the silliest way of dealing with anxiety, but when nothing else helps, I just lay on the floor, like giving up, but you're not. You just lay down. And I don't know what is about floors, but I feel so good laying on the floor. I can lay for hours. And especially if I put on nice music and I feel so much better. I do that all the time. Even when I'm home, I don't sit on my couch or on a chair. I always sit on the floor. The floor gives me comfort. Last but not least, number 7, talk to someone. When you experience anxiety, make sure you talk to somebody. Talk to your friend, talk to your family, Talk to somebody that you're close with and communicate, verbalize your emotions, let them know that you're struggling with whatever you're struggling, that you're going through this moment and there are certain thoughts and feelings that you're experiencing and that you need help. There's nothing wrong with sharing that you have anxiety. People that love you, people that are close to you, they will try to comfort you. They will try to help you. Just communicate with people. You cannot get help if you don't let people know that you need help. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope that you can apply some of my tips to your life if you're dealing with anxiety. And if you do, please comment down below and let me know how that worked for you. And if you have your ways of dealing with anxiety, please feel free to share so this way more people can learn about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, share, and I'll see you next time.